You know what's funny? We live in a world where having an empty slot in your calendar feels like you're doing something wrong. Like you're not productive enough, not busy enough, not important enough. We've trained our minds to believe that every minute needs to be filled with something, anything, just to prove we're working hard. But here's the thing, being busy and being productive are two completely different things. You can be busy all day and still feel like you achieved absolutely nothing. Sound familiar? That's because we've forgotten about something crucial, something that Juliet Funt calls white space in her brilliant book, The Minute to Think. Think of fire for a moment. Fire needs oxygen to burn bright, right? Without oxygen, even the strongest flame dies out. Our minds work exactly the same way. That oxygen, in the language of productivity, is white space. It's those brief, unscheduled moments where your brain gets to breathe, process, and actually think. White space isn't laziness, it's a strategic pause. It's the difference between reacting to everything that comes your way and responding thoughtfully. When you give your mind these small pockets of stillness, something magical happens. All those scattered thoughts and information floating around in your head start connecting. Fresh ideas emerge, solutions appear. But here's what's stealing this precious white space from us. Funt identifies 4 thieves of time. And the interesting thing is, these thieves don't come from outside. They come from our own good qualities taken to extremes. First is overdrive. You know that feeling when you're constantly in go mode, rushing from one task to another without ever stopping? That's overdrive stealing your clarity. Then there's perfectionism. Now, wanting to do good work is great, but perfectionism's biggest damage is that it stops completion. You keep polishing and tweaking instead of finishing and moving forward. The third thief is information overload. We consume so much information these days, but information is only useful when it turns into action. Otherwise, it just becomes mental clutter. And finally, activity frenzy, that need to always be doing something, anything, just to feel productive. Here's where it gets interesting, Shoaib. Recent data shows that 62% of Indian employees experience work-related stress. That's nearly 3 times the global average. We're working 47-hour weeks on average, more than many other countries, yet we're burning out faster than ever. Why? Because we've forgotten how to pause. So how do we fight back against these thieves? Funt gives us some powerful tools. First, simplification questions. When you feel overwhelmed, ask yourself, is there anything I can let go of? Where is good enough good enough? What do I truly need to know? What deserves my attention right now? These questions are like a mental decluttering session. They help you separate what's actually important from what just feels urgent. Because let's be honest, most of the time we're dealing with what Funt calls hallucinated urgency, treating every email, every notification, every request like it's an emergency when it's really not. The cure for overwhelm isn't speed, it's simplification. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means being smart about where you invest your energy. Good enough gives you momentum, and momentum is more powerful than perfection. Now here's a practical tool you can start using today. Wedges. These are short, intentional pauses of 5 to 10 minutes between tasks. Think of them as a mental reset button. When you finish one task, instead of immediately jumping to the next, take a wedge. Clear the emotional residue from the previous task. Let your mind settle. Then approach the next task with fresh focus. It's like the rule in painting. Never let the colors touch. Each task deserves its own clean space in your mind. These wedges might seem small, but they compound throughout the day, giving you back control over your attention and energy. The truth is, creativity doesn't happen under pressure. It happens in space. When your mind has room to wander, to make unexpected connections, to see patterns you missed when you were rushing. Some of the best ideas come not when you're frantically searching for them, but when you're quietly allowing them to emerge. And here's something crucial to understand about urgency. Real urgency is rare. Most of what we treat as urgent is just poor planning, unclear expectations, or our own anxiety dressed up as importance. Start defining what true urgency means in your work. Set boundaries. Not everything needs an immediate response. White space isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. It's invisible work that makes all your visible work better. When you build these pauses into your day, you're not being lazy, you're being strategic. You're giving your talents the oxygen they need to catch fire. The goal isn't to eliminate all busyness from your life. It's to know when to work and when to pause, when to push and when to let go, when to perfect and when to simplify. It's about creating a sustainable rhythm that allows you to do meaningful work without burning yourself out. So tomorrow,
When you feel that familiar urge to fill every moment with activity, remember this. Sometimes, the most productive thing you can do is nothing at all. Give yourself permission to pause. Your future self will thank you for it. Because in a world that's constantly demanding more, faster, better, the real rebellion is taking a minute to think. And in that minute, you might just find everything you've been looking for.